Happy Sunday, everybody. How's it going? Hopefully you guys are having a good day today. I'm trying to send out the Discord message really fast while being on time. Oh, goodness. And I'm eating stuff. Goodness gracious. And done. That's good. Close. I can exit this out. Now I can pull up the chat. All right. Okay. I got one more thing to do before I can come on the camera. Hold on. Pause. I can turn that off. And then I think I'm good. Hi. Hopefully the camera's working. All right, cool. Happy Sunday, everybody. How's it going? We're here. We're back with G-Witch. I think that's what we're calling it. I'm gonna try to stick to it. I'm drinking something that's gonna wake me up. So if I seem low energy at the beginning of this, excuse me, it's because you guys see that flash? Let me know. Let me know if we see it, because I can quickly like restart the camera. But yeah, so what I did was I got home a little early, and last week 2 weeks ago I mentioned I tried to rewatch the prologue, and I didn't get a chance to last week. But what I did, I got home a little bit early and I just went ahead and rewatched the prologue and the first 2 episodes. So I'm caught up to date. I still don't remember a lot of names. I remember more than I did before. Definitely am up to date with the politics and everything. So moving forward, now that I'm like in the know, I'd like to see how much I can actually pay attention to. What's up, Juvencius? I wonder when the tone will change to a bit more darker serious. Episode 6 or 12. I was watching and I'm like, I feel like there's a possibility that there could be some crazy tonal shift that happens, because one thing that I was I'll talk about this during the opening. I don't want to waste time. All right, let me mute everything up because I'm babbling. Let me mute everything up. I'll talk about what I was thinking when it comes to Suletta and her mom. And I can pause the music. I think we're good. All right, so G-Witch episode 3. We're going to get started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yeah, messed up some volume. I'll talk about it during the opening. My list. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. Let me know if the screen is flashing green. Because it's doing that for me, and I don't know if it's happening for you guys. So let it. Yeah, like a green, like quick flash. Yeah. Damn it. I'll do that during the opening too. No, I'm not. I'm gonna do it now. Still watching though. I'm still here. Don't worry. That was gonna be my question as well that I was gonna bring up. Like, you don't have the nerve of you. You got your mobile suit destroyed. Okay. Let me know if it's still happening. Okay, so we should be back now. What I was rewatching, and from the prologue, we seen how hurt that Suletta's mom is. I don't know how to pronounce her real name. It's like it's airy, but it's like Edelict or something like that. But Suletta continually like thinks about her mom. It's stated in last week that she's stationed somewhere. I don't remember the name of that. But whenever like what's her name? Miorine brought up her mom, Suletta never answered. And she's like either like she's been like mentioned like saying like mom, like kind of like thinking about it. So we don't know if mom is dead or alive. It could be like officially she's alive somewhere. Or my thought is that the mom 100% is the Lady Prospera. 100%. Her skin tone's the same, lip color is the same, hair color is different, but has the same exact Gund form. What's up, Harry? Hey, Cold Fusion. Same thing for all of that. And I feel like I can see her taking the technology from the, what do they call them? The Aerith or the Eliths from the prologue, when they's like, oh, this is a Gundam, talking about the Aerial, and she's like, it's not a Gundam. Wait, her mom. There you go. That is okay. I didn't have to say anything much longer. And they didn't hide it from us either. Yep. Guess Mullet is still this. Yeah. Yeah, we definitely didn't have to wait long for that. I could just shut up now. So we got that answered. I'm glad they didn't keep that like a mystery or anything. I do wonder, I think what it's still a big deal because they took different identities, because they cannot be found out that they're from the, damn it, what was the name of the group? It started with a V or something. They can't be found out that they're from there because it's like they're like the remnants of Ox Earth. And if that's just found out, they're gonna slaughter them anyways. Question: does the public know that? Damn, Delling. Does the public know that Delling slaughtered all of Ox Earth and killed everybody? Like, I'm pretty sure they know that Gundams were like terminated, but did they know they killed everyone involved? Vandis. If she gets found out that she's from Vandis, she's dead. And they're wiping out the whole company that represents her too. I said I wouldn't eat these on stream. My bad. I didn't recognize him last episode too. He was the one that was pulling up all the information. Yeah, they got new identities and everything. So I wonder if the... Got you. Because he was doing a press conference when they were talking about it, and he was talking about how he was mentioning that humanity should be responsible for killing humanity. Machines shouldn't be responsible for taking lives. But I don't know if they knew like the people there were being slaughtered. I just thought that the termination of the Gundams were the only thing they might have known. Like, does the public know they went in guns blazing and murdered a ton of people? because that's 100% the reasoning for either joining the Shinsei or creating the Shinsei, making yourself closer to all the Benneret group and all that stuff so that we can tear this thing down from the inside out. And who knows? I was thinking maybe Suletta might know what the plan is, and she has like her little list for everything that she wants to do before everything's gonna go down, like before the mom actually hatches the plan to start tearing everything down. That'd be crazy because she's hiding it. Good, I think. I don't know. Well, the rewatch did a lot of good though. Like I just rewatched and like all these people are recognizable, like the families and all that stuff. I wonder who's gonna figure out their real identity because that's definitely gonna come up. Oh yeah. What I was gonna mention is each group must have their own technology that they make their mobile suits different. So whatever family that Guel, yeah, Guel, like the Chertok family, they have like that predictive stuff, the whatever the hell they called it. I wonder if another family have some other technology, another group will have another technology. He looks like a little schoolboy. No, look at her. No, I don't. Otherwise, I would have laughed. Chance to regroup, but you lost. Okay. Wow. They're testing. Okay. 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 It's live. Hi, Wolf. Nice. This is one thing I was worried about too. Like, if is she gonna try to get in the cockpit with her and fight? Good. Good, good, good. I love the music in the series, by the way. What arrangements? I gotcha. I gotcha. I wonder if the aerial is the same. Um, the whatever it was called in the prologue, whatever they called it. I wonder if it's that same one that we see that her and her mom get away in, or if it's another version based off of that one. I think it's the same one. They look the same, just different paint. I've I hear the pronunciation in my head. I can't spit it out. I don't. She's adorable. Here we go. They just you see the budget just kick in whenever the mobile suits get on the screen. I like the design of the dominant, whatever the hell it's called. I like the design of it. Oh, it's coming back. Yep. Gotcha. Okay. It's just using the same technology then. It might be this just the same technology modified so that it would be harder to pick up. Garibaldi. Okay. I like how that thing looks, man. Okay. Ooh. Suletta feel it's just piloting on its own. It's like that predictive stuff, right? That's got to be like that's got to feel trash. I skimmed through it. I didn't read the whole thing. I need to go back and read it. So now we have to go to fisticuffs, essentially. Lady Luck. Let's get it in. Ugh. I would like to see what kind of training Suletta went through. Hmm. Uh-huh. No. Doesn't seem like it. They're cheating. Basically, everyone's gonna cheat. Basically, everyone's gonna cheat. You might as well cheat too. Oh. Okay. Suletta. You guys aren't being fair either. There we go. All right. Level the playing field. Go crazy. Also, one thing I wanted to say, usually whenever they were talking about like the data storms happening whenever a Gundam is used, and they said when Suletta fought there was no data storms, was that because we've refined the technology so there wouldn't be, or because she's such a compatible user with the aerial that there won't be any data storms? Hey, Pops, I haven't been fighting the whole time. Whenever the aerial releases all the little drone things, that's not fair. Feels like Goel has a character here that could be really cool without everyone meddling. He's going, let's get it in. Okay. All right. It's actually him. Get ready to hold this out, my guy. Oh. Nice. Whoa. One thing I like about Suletta and her character and how she acts, she feels completely different whenever it's just her and the aerial, and she's like speaking to the aerial and she's speaking about things that she's gonna do. Completely different. When it's anything else, she starts the stuttering and everything. But as soon as she locks back into like what makes her comfortable, she's fine. The second time she's tried it. I knew it. I knew it. I knew it. I was like, he's gonna get down on one knee, isn't he? I knew it. I knew it. That was a good episode. That was a good episode. Okay. This one from Yuri Bits the Harem. Yeah. Like that on the drop of a dime. Yeah, that's like, yeah, Wolf. No one from his family really believes in his abilities besides his brother, but the brother is going to listen to the dad whenever the dad tells him to do something. Yeah. That's a good question. I don't know. I can't say if he would have won that fight if there was no interference, because we've yet to see what kind of training Suletta even has. Like, we still don't even know the relationship, how strong it actually is between her and the Ariel, and then what kind of training or anything that she's gone through. Because it doesn't seem like she's like fumbling around when she's piloting it. It seems like she knows exactly what she's trying to do. Things might be because she hasn't seen probably action. So like new things get tossed to her and she doesn't know. Okay. So last week was a one-off getting that extra credit scene. But it's like maybe she sees more combat and maybe she'll just be more better. But she seems like she's pretty much in tune with the Ariel. Like she's not like there's no like missed inputs or anything like that would be akin to that. So it's like she's on point with piloting. It's as far as like how much battle time does she have. And I feel like the more duels she like participates in, the more she sees, the more well off she'll be. That's right. There is art that's usually right at the end. Oh man, that's cool. That's cool. Let me do this. Hold on. Oh man. Hold on. That's cool. That's cool art. Yeah, I need to go read through that. I think Wolf, you put that under either last week or the first episode's pin comment, right? I don't know if I'll read it right now, but I'll definitely read it. I spent the time rewatching. I might as well read it. But yeah, I came for looking for friends. I got a harem instead. I feel like we won't know how strong she really is unless, again, life endangering. Yeah. The mom has something planned. There's no way that there's no way after what happens in the prologue, her husband dying, everyone that she cares about, all those people. Did I say lying or dying? All the people that she cares about dying except for her daughter. So Juvencius, I want to say Wolf put it. I'm looking right now at. Let me look at last week's. I think Wolf put it in the pinned comment for last week's stream. I want to say it was last week's. Yeah. No, it was Mia Siori. It's a fan translation. There, it's under the pinned comment for last week. Someone put the whole thing under the pinned comment. So if you go to last week's stream, it's there. Like it's the comment is just a friendly reminder, everyone reading this, that G-Witch also has a prologue episode. Yep. If you're interested, do read the short story. Also, it's a backstory about their life with Mercury, but seen through the Ariel's perspective. The story also mentioned the reason why the mother decided to send them both to the school. And it says the Witch from Mercury short story, The Cradle World. So yeah. So it's under there if you wanted to read it. I'm not gonna read it now because it's fairly lengthy. It's fairly lengthy. So I'll save it. I'll read it when we finish up. But damn, what was I gonna say? I was gonna say something. Oh man. Oh man, what was I gonna say? Oh, about the mom. So there's no way that Suletta's mom, after every single person that we know about, where it's like the anime meme where the guy's acting a girl to be his girlfriend, but the girl's like, sorry, I only see you as a yeah. So there's no way the mom has everyone that she loves and cares about killed and dies, and she just has to go off with her daughter to Mercury, create different identities so that they can stay alive. There's no way that she's not planning some sort of scheme with whoever to excuse me, I'm eating these pretzels. There's no way she's not like doing some sort of scheme to bring down the whole Bennett group. She 100% is. And I wonder like who her connects are, because what's his name from the Jatuk family was gonna kill Delling right when Suletta beat him. So she knew about that, and he thought nobody knew about that. She has some deep ties. I want to see her destroy the Bennett group. I do. I want to see her rip the Bennett group apart. But what I feel like what's going to happen, as we're trying to figure out what it is, if she sent Suletta off to the school for a reason, and Suletta is not in with what her mom is doing, I can see something like Suletta going to the school and making all of these friends that are children to all these people from the Bennett group, and then Suletta's mom launches some sort of crazy ploy that starts to rip the Bennett group apart, and all of her friends therefore are suffering because of it, and then her like possibly be on the outs with her mom or going against her mom for whatever reason, trying to stop maybe what's happening. I can see that going down a little like that. That's if she builds relationships at the school, which I think she is. But also, I was mentioning during the beginning, like what if like Suletta has been sent here for a particular reason, whatever reason is, we don't know yet. And Suletta came up with this list because she knows what her mom is gonna plan. She knows what the deal is. Like she knows what the deal is, and she's she wants to get all this stuff done before it all hits the fan and goes crazy. Actually, all the stuff you're talking about was mentioned in the short novel. It is true. It might not be a problem if all of her friends are not from the non-important families. That is true. We know that the girl with the black and blue hair, she I don't think she's from an important family. That dude that's like very interested in her, what's his name? I can't remember his name. I'm trying, but there's so many names. He's like interested in her, but I don't know if excuse me. I don't know if he's like from an important family. I'd assume so. He's like always around homeboy with the blonde hair. Let me see if I can skim through this this novel really fast, just to see if I can catch some buzzwords or something. What am I doing? What am I doing here? All right. Yep. Okay, so Mercury. So this is the first paragraph. Mercury orbital base, Pebby Colombo 23 sits delicately in Mercury's unsteady orbit under the effects of the sun's gravitational pull, being only 51 million kilometers from the sun. Direct exposure to its heat would instantly boil blood. Yep. Conversely, the dark side of Mercury reaches extreme temperatures of under 100 degrees Celsius. It is incompatible with human life. In addition, the strong charged particles the sun emits causes intermittent system failure. So how the hell do you even engineer living on Mercury. Do-do-do-do. And it's from the Ariel's perspective, which is interesting. Do-do-do-do. So seemingly Mercury was the last place that they had to go. As it says right here, mother had fled to Mercury with her daughter. People agreed to shelter them. Not all were friendly. Many of the elders had insisted they be banished. Before trouble followed, Suletta and her mother had nowhere to go. There was no other choice but to live here. Gotcha. Seems like all the kids are gonna want to revolt against their parents eventually, so maybe it'll help with the plan on knowing. Ellen, yes, Wolf. That's his name. The kid with like the green hair that he's in, that's interested in her. Like he keeps saying, like if she's a, like he said in this episode, if she's a witch, she'll survive. All right, where's the second comment? Here it is. This is the second part of it. Some lady named Melissa. I'm not really reading, so I don't know who she is. As mother moved up in the ranks, she grew busier. She often left for the Earth Spear. It seemed she'd returned from one of those long absences just in time to see her daughter's, or just to see her daughter rescue. Okay. So the mom, her mom seemingly was gone a lot. Okay, talking about school. Interesting. Ariel's aware of like all this witch stuff. Let me read this. This is interesting. I'm sorry. I'm caught up reading this. So it says, mother made a rare return to Mercury. Suletta is very happy. She tells mother all of the things she learned and accomplished while she was away. She is 16 now, though she fell asleep fast like a child. She's 17 in the series. That night, mother came to the hangar by herself. No one was around besides me. Welcome back, mother. It's been so long since we were alone together. Suletta was so happy to see you. Hello, Ariel. I have good news. Our window's open. Window? What does mother mean? They're holding duels at the whatever the hell the name of the school is. Right? The School of Technology. Whoever wins gets the right to marry Delling's only daughter. Delling is the president of the Bennett Group. This Mercury base is also owned by the Bennett Group. That's why they were wary of accepting us. President Delling was the one who labeled her a witch, who began this witch hunt. Ariel, you will be going to that school. Will both? I will and Suletta? My magnum opus. You'll be Suletta's sword. Excuse me. No, mother. I can go, but not Suletta. She can't. She's too good for that. I can get revenge alone with you, mother. Suletta doesn't need to be a part of it. But mother doesn't hear me. And they'll all see our daughter is going to avenge us. And the reason why like the Ariel speaks of her as mother is from the prologue whenever what is her name? The granny was talking to Ari / Suletta about the Gundams and how they were like children. She was like pissed off, like, you're taking all the attention, and she was like explaining it to her. So like they're kind of like, she's like their mom too. That's cool, man. So the mom's plan was to send Suletta to the school to possibly get into this exact situation that we're currently seeing. Have her get in with Delling's daughter and all this stuff so that we can make ourselves even closer to the person that took everything away from us. Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah. I want to see more of that relationship. I don't want like this novel to be the only thing that we see of it. Granted, I don't think we're ever going to see the Ariel's point of view. I don't think. But that's the main thing I want to see. And because that's the main thing that really like endeared me to IBO, because I really felt the relationship between Mikazuki and the Barbados. Like, even though the Barbados doesn't talk, Mika was always in the Barbados. He was always tinkering with the Barbados. He was always doing something with the Barbados. So whenever he's getting into his fights and things are going crazy and he's talking to the Barbados and it's seemingly responding to him with more rage and more power and more fury, and they're just going crazy, for me it works so well because I'm like, I felt their bond. That's what I want from this. I want to feel their bond. Like, I've read it. We established it in the prologue, and we hear Suletta constantly talking about it. I don't know, just because of the position that we're in, that we can't spend that much time with the Ariel, but I want to see that. I want to see the back and forth, everything. Like, that's what I want to see. Like, I want to get to the point where when Suletta needs to like clear her mind or something, I just want to, like, we just cut, Suletta's clearing her mind, she's just sitting in the Ariel just talking. That's what I want. That's just stuff like that. That's what I want. Yeah, so pretty much from age 16, he was bonding with the Ariel, doing rescue missions and games, training sims, yeah, watching anime, learning about school, yep. Basically, like, basically the Ariel is like her big sister that really can't, it's her big sister because the Ariel protects her in a way, her confidant. It's everything for her. She was there when her mom wasn't there. Like, usually the oldest sibling in a lot of families is like the second or the third parent, depending on your household. And that's essentially the role that the Ariel is playing. But the Ariel doesn't have the luxury of talking back to her necessarily, like actually having a conversation with her. So it's an interesting dynamic. Bandai's gonna drain me with these Gundam. Her mom spent the time climbing up to become the leader of the president of the Shinsei, just so she can get herself closer and closer. So, but as she's riding a fine line, because I was like pausing during my rewatch, and the Shinsei is 151 out of like 153 or 155 of the groups, so that's the bottom of the bottom. So if it's not, like, she's like running the risk, like if they get too low, like they could get called out. But if they get too high, they'll get more attention. And I feel like she doesn't want neither. I figured that number would be just maybe a little bit higher, maybe. So instead of like 150, maybe like 130 or something, 120, 110. Not popping over like 100 and trying to move up there. But I'm like, man, they're like at the bottom of the bottom. Because even the girl with the pink puffs, like, they're looking at like Suletta's like profile and the Shinsei's profile, and they're like, dude, they're at the bottom of the bottom. Yeah, like the Ariel's aware of the revenge. Mom's definitely after revenge. Suletta doesn't know about the revenge, so I can definitely can that. Suletta does not know, which makes me feel like this story could go like one of two ways. When Suletta finds out about the revenge, she's either on board with her mom or she's not on board, because from this novel it seemingly sounds like she doesn't remember anything from the prologue. She was 4 back then. She was a baby. So like Mercury is all that Suletta really remembers. Like she doesn't even know that the Ariel's a Gundam. Like the mom did a good job at like really like isolating her and keeping her away from everything, so like she is like not a liability. If she gets questioned, she can't give up anything for what I'm planning. So like whenever this revenge happens, you run the high risk of like trying to convince Suletta to be down with this, and her being like, Mom, like no, like all the pain that you feel, I legit don't remember that. Like 100%. Like huh? Like why are we doing this? And maybe an explanation might be good enough for her, but you run, depending on how like catastrophic this revenge is in dismantling the Bennett group, run the risk of turning Suletta against her mom. And if that happens, that's going to be painful. But then that's just going to turn this story on its head. It's really going to turn this story on its head if Suletta ends up going against her mom. That'll be crazy. Because they'll be painted as the villain when her entire family was slaughtered just because they were making Gundams. Slaughtered because freaking Delling was talking about how humans need to be responsible for killing humans, and we're like all the things that I'm listening to him like, dude, you sound crazy as hell. Like you sound absolutely nuts with all that stuff he was talking about. Like machines can't be responsible for taking the life of people. If you're gonna like wage war, if you're gonna do something, you need to like take that responsibility. You need to like embrace the fact that you're taking like that. I'm like, how can you get away with that? Announcing that to people, like it's crazy. But he definitely got away with it, and they aged a lot in 13 years. Because I'm trying to figure out how long it was. They didn't look that old in the prologue. They aged a lot in 13 years. All them dudes from the prologue, they're all like, they look old and wrinkly, and they all have like full heads of gray hair. And it's like they've been stressed, absolutely stressed. This damn show is good. I'm getting wrapped up in the politics of it. I just want to see how it's gonna pay off. I do want to see how it's gonna pay off. I don't want Suletta to go against her mom. I'll say that now. Me personally, I don't want that. But it might make for a very compelling story if that does happen. It might. It depends on how it's done. Yeah, the politics are the best part of any Gundam series, yeah. It might make for a compelling story if she does get like turned against her mom. This art is fire, man. I want to see how far this drone stuff is going to go. Matter of fact, I think I gotta go. I think I set housing complex C for 650. I did. We got a couple minutes. So I want to see how far this drone technology is going to go. Like we see whenever it seems like the drone stuff starts happening and it just wins the battle. Like limbs start getting severed. Like it like swings the tide. I want to see if there's going to be any improvements made to this drone technology in the next model of the aerial that we get, or any upgrades we make to the aerial. Like I'm trying to think, like how crazy can you go with the drone stuff on a Gundam? Because right now it's just little pieces that fly around and shoot beams and stuff. What are the possibilities that we could do with it? We know that it makes shields and stuff. I don't know. Kind of surprised no one's trying to use the EMP from the beginning of that era. Would be goes the last mobile suit. I don't know. Terrorist attack, maybe? A laser sword, like a big laser sword? I could see that. Like a big laser sword. I want to see what other systems the other corporations have too. Like they have this predictive system that's in the Dellingerate, whatever the hell it was called, that Guel was piloting. I wonder what other groups have, what other technology the other groups have. That'll make this more interesting too. Arrow's gonna definitely get that upgrade because Bandai needs their money up. All right, I'm gonna call it here. I gotta do housing complex scene a little bit. Seems to be a thing happening between the parents and the kids, though. Between her and her mom, seems like it's gonna be less likely because they have the best relationship right now. Right now, it seems fine, but after reading that novel, like all this stuff that she's doing without Suletta's knowledge, like the mom's planning so much without Suletta even being in the know. Like Suletta's thinking her mom sent her to school just to finally send her to school, but the mom's sending Suletta to school to be the sword and to be the point of her revenge. She's using her daughter for revenge alongside the Aerial because guess what? The mom can't pilot the Aerial to its full capacities, but Suletta can. So I need you two to go here because when we start, I need you here so that we can end it all. Seemingly, and take over whatever we're gonna do. And how is Suletta gonna feel about that? I don't know. It can either be like heartbreaking that we get to see the origins of their demise and what it did to them and for them to fall apart, or it could just be like hell, Suletta's like, I'm riding with my mom to the end and decides and chooses to be her sword. Like that would be crazy. That would be crazy if that even happens. Would that even be in character? Maybe not. I don't know. But boy, that would be nuts. Either way, it's gonna make for something interesting. It would be funny if Suletta knows the whole plan and this is just the ultimate cover. Woo! It would make for something cool. The future of this series I'm excited for. Genuinely excited for. Genuinely. This one, it feels like this one's taken a bit. Like I feel like with IBO, the first two episodes let you know what kind of energy this is gonna be on. Like whenever when Mika and Homeboy, damn, what was his name? Freak, I know his name too. Whenever they had their fight and then the dude was like, yeah, like kill me, da da da, and bow. He even let him finish talking, just offed him. It's like, oh, the dude that they fought in episode 2 that Mika fought and ended up beating. When they were talking, like when they got out of the cockpit and Mika was standing up there with the gun, Crank, there we go. I was like, I know his name. And whenever he was just talking and Mika did not let him finish, I was like, that's what kind of energy this series is going to be. And I'll be damned, the whole show was like that. It was just freaking crazy. Stuff was just happening. So, this series has the potential to have that energy attached to it. But it's like easing you in there with the school stuff and we're going back and forth. But then in the background, Suletta's mom's just chipping away at all this stuff. Or she has some chip in her brain that turns into the ultimate menace. Ooh, boy. Oh, boy. What if? What if? What if? Oh, you're right, Tintin. You're making me sad now. All right. I'm getting out of here. Thank you, guys. I'm hopping with Housing Complex too. If you're interested, swing on by. But if not, Have a good rest of your Sunday or Monday, wherever you are. Have a good week coming up. And hopefully, God willing, I see you guys back here for episode 4 of G-Witch. So thank you again. Appreciate you. I need to stop eating these pretzels, and I'll see you. Peace out.